chocolate chip Nutella swirl blondies, like a brownie meets a chocolate chip cookie. It's like a brookie. This is adapted from my friend Hannah's recipe. I've popped her Instagram handle down in the description below. She makes hers with peanut butter and white chocolate, but I've switched mine up a little bit, and let me show you how I make them.
Start by lining a 20 centimeter or 8-inch square pan. You want to make sure you're using parchment for this recipe because the brownies really settle in there once they go into the refrigerator. I'm making 4 cuts in my parchment right where the corners would be so that it folds evenly into the pan. I also like to use a little bit of butter in the bottom of the pan to help the parchment paper stick. You could also use a little bit of oil in place of butter, and that would help the brownies come out of the pan a little bit sooner once they come out of the refrigerator. You can see because we made those cuts in the paper, it fits perfectly into the pan.
I love that this recipe uses melted butter. It means I don't have to take my butter out of the fridge the night before because I always forget.
I popped mine in the microwave for about 45 seconds. I've also microwaved 150 grams, half a cup of Nutella to loosen it so it swirls through the batter. Into a large mixing bowl, add 3/4 cups or 170 grams of melted butter. I'm using salted, but you can use unsalted in this recipe if you have it. Then add in 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons, that's 75 grams of brown sugar. And then 3/4 cups, 150 grams of white granulated sugar. Stir that together until it's completely combined and make sure you break up any bits of brown sugar lumps. Once it's mixed together, add in 1 egg. I'm using a large egg, but this will work with a medium egg, so use what you have on hand. Then add in 1 teaspoon, 4 grams of vanilla extract. Give that a good mix.
Preheat your oven to 160 degrees Celsius fan or 320 degrees Fahrenheit. If you haven't got a fan option, cook them at 175 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
For the dry ingredients, add in 1 1/3 cups, 170 grams of plain or all-purpose flour, and 2 grams, half a teaspoon of salt. And give that a stir. You're looking for most of the flour to disappear, but a few little streaks of it will be fine. You don't want to overmix this. Make sure to scrape the flour off the sides of the bowl as well. Once it looks like this, add in your chocolate chips, 1 1/4 cups or 200 grams. Give it a quick stir, and that's all there is to it. Let's pour it into our pan. Make sure to really scrape down your bowl well. Ingredients are expensive.
You could stop at this point and just have a chocolate chip blondie and they would be awesome. But the Nutella really adds a different texture and that lovely chocolatey hazelnutty flavor.
Dollop your Nutella in blobs all over the top of the blondies. You could pipe it on the top and make it look really professional, but this is just really good comfort food to me. And then using a spatula or a skewer or your spoon, start to swirl that Nutella into the mixture. Spread it out over the top so that it's nice and even and it's ready for the oven.
These will need to bake for 30 minutes. While these are baking, clear out some space in your refrigerator. You'll need a fair bit of space, and I like to double stack my heat proofing, my trivets, so that the heat doesn't absorb into the glass shelf and crack it. I also like to leave plenty of space around the blondies. This makes sure none of my other foods heat up from the heat of the pan.
You'll want to let this rest on your countertop for about 5 minutes and then move it straight into your refrigerator.
Popping these in the fridge straight away is essential for this recipe. It really adds a fudgy chewiness and it stops the cooking. This makes sure you get that dense, delicious bite out of every blondie.
Take them out of the fridge about 15 to 20 minutes before you're ready to serve them and slice them into bars. This makes 16 perfect squares. And they're pretty rich, so you don't really want to go too much bigger. Look at that fudgy gorgeousness, and the batter itself almost looks like a caramel. The brown sugar really adds to the flavor of this recipe.
I love a bar cookie, and if you do too, you have to try my lemon bars. They're foolproof and delicious. If you found this video helpful, head down below, hit the like button or the hype button, and why not leave me a comment and tell me what your favorite chocolate is. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.